All right, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna figure out how to get rid of this frickin' coil. We're gonna make a better one. This one is a mongoloid piece of junk. So stay tuned, check it out. All right, so right away, working on this 73. Check out the playlist above or at the end of the video. It's a chopper, so everything's gotta be made or remade, I guess. But I bought this bracket from a swap meet for pennies of the dollar. This might not even be the one I bought, but they both look pretty much the same. It's too wide. It's really hard to get the coil off. So if I have a breakdown, it's going to be a pain in the shorts. And I have a whole scheme of how to do a new one. So what I want to do is I got some scrap, and I'm going to make another coil bracket, and I want to put my switches where the coil is, so all my wires don't have to go all over the place, all over the bike, just to have a switch on and off and all that. So I think it's a good idea. It might stick out a little bit more than usual, but I don't really care about that because I'm going to need to get the switches in there. So first things first, let's take this apart and get some dimensions going, and we'll admire how I think somebody's already made this. There's a bunch of TIG welds on there. It's pretty horrendous, but it is chrome, so it could be stock. Either way, it's got to go bye-bye. Let me show you how this one goes on the bike first. All right, this is where I'm going to put my coil, and I'm going to have it right there. So, saying that, look how close that bracket is to the motor and my oil pan. In the bottom, I got a bunch of crap going on here for a later date I'm gonna have to figure out. If I ever take this bike apart, it's down here. The tab to the frame doesn't have threads in it, so I'm gonna have to re-thread those. I've already got too far down the rabbit hole. So I got this goofy setup going, but let me make a bracket and see if it works. Pretty simple stuff. Here's the metal I got, piece of strap. Of course it's bent. I'm still gonna run it. I don't even think I'm gonna try to fix it. You're never gonna see it. So this is the one I got at the swap, and the coil doesn't fit in this hole. So I don't know what in the hell that's for, but anyways, I'm gonna use this for reference for the holes at least. And I'm kind of itching to tack this one up and use this bracket, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna make a new one, cut this one up. I mean, it's dang near perfect length. And then this one, I'll have it stick out. Try not to bang it around too much, but I'll have it stick out like that. And I'll cut it up, and probably more like that. Yeah, just simple T, easy money, drill some holes in it, make it look nice, and probably paint it black like God intended. So yeah, on to the montage. All right, here it is. I'm gonna tack it up, and I kind of rounded the edges off. Oh sweet, I even moved it just now. But pretty simple stuff. So let me tack this up and get it on the bike. There we go, little test bracket. Of course I want to fuck with it when it's scorching hot. I just douse it in water. But that should be as good as it gets. I think that's damn near perfect, honestly. Now I want to put some switches down here. There's not much room. So let me go find a switch. Alright, after 15 different drill bit sizes, I got it on there. And I think that's darn perfect. Look, it's going to hide the whole thing, etc., etc. The plate is pretty thick, so I can't use both. I'm going to say bolt, but I can't use whatever these are, the nuts. Jesus Christ. But there's one. Let me get this all set up. All right, here it is. Still got to paint it. I don't have another switch. I'm going to get another one. I don't know what's up with this one. Probably just buy 2 new ones. But that's pretty sweet. All right, here it is all buttoned up. Pretty stoked on this. I put some spacers back there that'll give it enough room for these switches to mount or breathe, whatever you want to call it. Give it a little space behind there. That way it's not rubbing on the frame. It's super solid. I don't know what I'm going to do with the wiring. For now, I want to put all the wiring down and probably underneath. Probably going to have to cut a hole in the plate on the bottom. I forgot about all that. I'll take this back out and put all the wiring underneath there. The headlight, I'll have to do the usual under the tank, and from there I might even dive it down with all the wiring going underneath here. That would be sweet. Yo, what's up? It's been a couple days and I went on vacation and stuff, and I freaking painted this and let it sit. The funny thing is it's all scaly looking, so I don't know what happened there. I thought I cleaned it, but apparently I didn't. But I kind of think it looks cooler instead of just whatever random shit. Sometimes this paint stuff really doesn't work out very good, spray paint anyways. Enough crying. In that time, I got 2 switches, and so I'm going to put those on right now. And when I was going to the stupid store to get bolts, I couldn't remember what this bolt was for. I needed another one, and it was for the coil. So I got to go back, kind of name of the game with the store. I always have to go back 3 times. Unfortunately, that's kind of what you got to do with building a bike, is you got to go to the hardware store every time you do anything. And it cost $1 million. But I think I've said it a billion times on here. If you go to Tractor Supply, hardware is cheap, so I don't feel too bad. I think that was 79 cents I paid for 2 of these grade 8 with a washer. It was like 70 cents. But I think they charge you, if it doesn't weigh enough, 75 cents. So whatever. Those are like $1.50, maybe even $2 a pop, a bolt. So I can't complain about getting 2 for that good of a deal. Okay, so these were pretty tight, and I can barely get these in there. So what I'm gonna do is probably ream this one out. Yeah, let me ream this out, put these in there, and then I'll do show and tell. All right, looky there. It's all hooked up. 2 switches. I took off the on-off thing, which would have looked cool, but it was kind of off-centered. And they always have a tab in there to keep them on the thread. But guess what? They always break off as soon as I start tightening them down. So screw them, they're gone. I don't need people to know what's on and off. So let me slam this thing on the bike. Loctite. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load these up because I got some spacers I'm going to put in there in between the bracket and the frame. If you can see them. Nice. There we go. All those years of playing music's helping out with my fingers. Some blue Loctite. And let's put it on there. I have a feeling I'm about to take this back off anyways. So the blue Loctite is probably a dumb move. All right, there it is. Coil mount and on and off switch, one for the light, one for power. And that's about it. I got it all loosely on there. Hopefully I don't have to take the bracket back off. I put that blue Loctite on there. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to run it that way, and I'll wire it all at once. Next thing I need to do on this bike is the jockey shifter. So that'll be the next video. But that's all I got for you today. Like, subscribe, comment, and while you're waiting, check out all these other videos about this bike.